Hey there, it's Jolie Cripps, your personal story maker with PaperPie Learning. Welcome to the book look portion of our event. You guys, I am super excited. I have so many things to show you. I'm going to get to it very quickly. Also, our AC is, something's going on, so it's a little warm in here. So I'm going to be motivated to talk quickly and get out of this room. And I want to honor your time as well. I know you guys are busy doing all the summer things and hopefully having some fun as well in there. So send me a text. Tell me your personal favorite summertime activity. Not your kids, not your grandkids, not your spouse, not your neighbor, not your friend. You. I want to know about you. What do you like to do in summer? Or what do you like about summer? And if it's ice because you're so hot, then tell me you are so thankful for ice, whatever it is for you. You guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate our host for bringing us together. I love to connect and find out more about you. So let's keep doing that. Keep chatting and getting to know you and your readers. All right, let me give you a little housekeeping information. Our ordering is open for 2 days. So 2 days from now, then we will close that up. If you need more time after that, let me know so I don't lock you out of that. But I would love to help you to find perfect books for the readers in your lives between now and then. So a couple ways to do that. One, you might have already done this on my website, joliesbookbasket.com. There is a book quiz. You can take that and get instant recommendations based on the information that you put in for the quiz. It's a great option. And then next option is let me send some personal recommendations. I would love to do that for you guys. So just connect with me and let me know about your readers, their ages, stages, interests, needs, and I'll be happy to send you some personal recommendations as well. I can even make you a little shopping bookshelf that you can shop from to do that. So also there are free gifts. $50 that you order in, free gift. You get to choose that at checkout. They change periodically, so be sure to check that out and see what's there. I'll make sure to send those to you as well. I have that on the after this. I'll send you a link to a showcase. It's kind of a mini website, and it has the most pertinent information for you right there. If you've ever been in a Facebook party with me, it's kind of a summary of what I would put in those different posts, over the couple of days. So you can see that information there, and then it links you directly to my website. So pretty cool. Really like that. It's like a little summary to check things out. So we'll have the free gifts there. Also, there's a savings shelf. So it's a great way to save money. Check out what's on the savings shelf. That is changing, and there are good things on there. So I love a good sale. Who else loves a good sale? And so check out the savings shelf and see what's there. And then there's some collections and recommendations like Americana or a seasonal, and you can see what's there, or a different themes where you can see some different books put together according to theme. So those are some helps that you may want to check out as well. So PaperPie is the new name for Usborne Books and More. Usborne Books has been in the States for 30 years, and our company has been the distributor through direct sales for that. And our company has just grown. And so we still represent Usborne. We also have Kane Miller. Some of my very favorites are Kane Miller. And we have learning wrap-ups and Smart Lab toys. I'll go ahead and show you this one since I pulled it up. I pulled out a couple things from Learning Wrap-Ups. This is a great tool to use for working on skills like addition, multiplication, etc., states and capitals, things like that. It's great for review. So some of the things I'm going to show you this time are things that are just super fun, staying cool in the summer, and then also to help with some skills. And so we're not giving into that summer slide, as they call it, where you kind of get out of practice of doing those school things. And I don't think we have to be fearful of that. I think it's good to be intentional, and have some activities available for our kids, encourage them to have reading time, some review time, whatever they need, whatever's best for your family. So I'll go ahead and show you this while I have got it pulled up. These are cool keys, and you match with the strings. So here you're matching states and capitals. So you would find the match, and then you're going to wrap the string around the way that the states and capitals will match. So matching those together, and then you flip it over on the back and you see the lines. So you'll be able to tell if you got it correct, or if you see these lines showing up instead, if the string's not covering up, then you made a mistake. So you flip it back over and check your own work. I love self-checking. As a mom of 4, I love self-checking. Also, I was a classroom teacher and have homeschooled my kids. So again, I say love self-checking. So love these. And my kids actually use these for years with all of the different math operations like addition, all the way up to fractions. So highly, highly recommend these for summer, for during the school year. They're a great tool. And that's something from Learning Wrap-Ups. I'll go ahead and show you another one while I've got them out. This is our learning palette. And learning palettes are very cool. Let me pop the top off. It might be noisy here. You can see how it goes on there. Holds, oh, I didn't unscrew it. Hold everything in. So smart that this screws in. Love that I wasn't doing that and I was trying to pull it off. Love that. This is real here. So what's really cool about this is that you have different discs that you put on top. So you could practice letter sounds based on seeing a picture, and you see a picture of a shell, you know, and you're finding the SH sound, or it could start with as simple as B for bat. Also, we can practice upper level reading as well as mathematics, different skills on here, color for, you know, matching all kinds of basic skills. And then we're going to use these discs to signify our answer. Love that. And then the kids turn the disc over and they're going to see if the disc matches the color that is on the pad there. Isn't that cool? So I love that they can use these, flip this over, self-check again. Hopefully I explained that correctly. I have a video as well if you want to see that, but they match their answers to the pictures on here and then flip it over so they would see which color is supposed to be there. Like it, you can see it right now. And then they can self-check their answers and then flip it back over if they need to make a change. Love self-checking. Okay, so some cool things to show you right off the bat. So like I said, ordering is open for 2 days. Be sure to check out the free gift option for every $50 that you order. The saving shelf is super cool. I'm going to show you some other things that are good ways to save money with collections, box sets, things like that. And then also shipping. I reimburse shipping for orders over $100. There is a great way to get free shipping all the time. With our pass, you get discounted like $3 shipping on lesser orders, and then free shipping, you know, all year long. So it's a great way to do that. You pay that and have that for a year. I love that idea as well. And then I will reimburse for the party for orders over $100. So just text me and then I'll send it to you afterward. All right. Do you think we got it? I think we got it. Thank you guys for being here. Let's look at more books. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple and then we have another game. First up, let's look at something. I'm going to show you some things for younger kids. I got a lot for older kids because I feel like that in the summer especially, that's what we need. All right, you guys, you know we have our silly sound books here. Don't tickle the monkey, you might make it chatter. And then let's see, don't tickle the warthog, you might make it grunt. Each animal makes a silly sound and then they all make their sounds and then play a song at the end. We have several different animals here. They turn off for nap time. Several different animals, and I love these. Are super fun for our older babies, our toddlers, even our younger preschoolers love these. So lots of silly sound books. And then we also have lots of wonderful classical music books. We can turn these on as well. Isn't it beautiful? This is the Quiet Time music book. We have some of just Beethoven or Mozart, Four Seasons by Vivaldi, and there's a different button to push on each page with a different piece to explore. So I love this. Even my daughter, she was older, she would grab this and go and just lie down and rest with one of these, and it was a great way to self-regulate and calm down. So love this, and I do highly encourage, as a tip, mom tip here, have quiet time, even in the summer, even when your kids are older. Everybody's hot. They need a break. They need a break. If they're going to a program like a camp or a daycare, when they get home, they probably need a break. They're hot and they've been with people all day. So you're welcome. Trust me, for your own self, you want to do that. Okay, another great one for younger ones, All Better. I know you guys, if you have seen parties with me, you know I love All Better. It has reusable stickers. This one is Band-Aids. There are others in this line. This one, each animal has a boo-boo. Ouch, he wasn't looking where he was going. We got to clean it, kiss it, put a bandage on it. All Better. Motor skills, matching, empathy. Love this for each of the books in this line. We also have one with levees for nighttime, as well as, oh goodness, the new one is balls. It's different sports that they're playing. Glasses is one. They're super cute. So all the ones in this line. Little soap and water cleans those right up. All right, let's jump ahead. Actually, let's play a little game. This is another good game for you. Vacation. I know a lot of people vacation in the summer. Some of us do, some of us don't. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, I'd like to vacation all the time. But I have choices. If you're going on vacation, if you've played this with me before, send me another one. Scotland, Australia, or a cruise to Bermuda. Cruise to Bermuda, Australia, or Scotland. Where would you choose? Not for somebody else. Where would you choose to go if those are your three choices? Now, if you've played this with me and you want to choose somewhere else, tell me somewhere else you'd love to go. I love to hear that. I want to know why. Okay, let's keep going here. I'm going to show you some different things that are ways to save money. Like I said, some things that are great for younger kids, older kids, for practicing skills, for just having some fun and cooling off, and ways to connect, especially during the summer when our schedules are different. And sometimes we just need a little thing to be a great connection piece for our families. So let's get going with that. This is The Everyday Journey of Ordinary Things. This is one of my very favorite books that we have because I personally like it. And it's great when you read things to your kids that you enjoy. It tells you how things come to be. How does your mail reach you? If you drop something into the post office box, then how does it get to someone's house? How does GPS work? What happens when you flush? How are books made? How are movies made? What happens when you turn the water on? How do bananas get from the field to the store? Or chocolate, how is it made? Blue jeans, internet. Really cool books with a really cool book with lots of different spreads of information. So highly recommend this. My older kids, my teens, my high schoolers, they read them all, but they indulged me and let me read to them. Everyday Journey of Ordinary Things. Read one a day. It's great. Do it in the morning, lunchtime, dinner, whatever. It's a great connection point for you. And another one along that same vein, especially with older kids, is the 100 Things to Know About books. And we have a few different ones available. Right now we have Space, Human Body, Planet Earth, and Saving the Planet. And these have 100 different cool facts. They're either a half page, a 1 page, a 2-page spread with lots of great illustrations, just a little bit of info. Now your kid's going to get the book and just read the whole thing. That's okay. But it is a great way to read to them, to connect with them. You know, I'm talking even your 10-year-olds, your 15-year-olds. My 18-year-old told me he loved it because we did this together. It takes 5 minutes. You know, you might have a short conversation. Maybe not an argument. Love this for tweens and teens because that's where we are. Usually it's just a great conversation. So can't promise that, but I love that option with them. 100 Things to Know About books. Love those. And what else? Speaking of older ones, I like Making Things. What jobs are there? These books in this That's a Job tell you what jobs there are if you enjoy making things, or sports, art, outdoors, machines, performing arts, etc. And they're not just the ones you would think of, but we have other jobs in here as well that might be a little different, something to learn about. And we here have a little bio, a day in the life of, even the best and worst parts, which I love. Like I said, I have older kids. One started a new job and he's like, oh, this part. I'm like, yeah, that's life. That's life. So it's great for them to hear about that. Highly love these. For 8-year-old, maybe their middle school is a great age for these books, all the way up with our older kiddos. Okay, let's keep going. So we want to keep our kids busy. Let's think of some things to keep them busy in the summer. What about Bear Grylls Survival Camp? All of his books are lots of fun. We even have chapter books of his. This is survival camp, and it's, real things of what would you do? A polar bear attack. I don't know that any of you live where there's going to be a polar bear attack, but you might want to learn about that one. How to create a fire or tie knots. Lots of things in here for them to learn about and even put some into action. And some just pretending and imagining, which is a great thing as well. So love Survival Camp. Another one, if you guys are doing any traveling, or if not, I love these books. This one is telling you about each of our national parks. So Explore America's National Parks. We're learning about the different parks, what's there to see, what you might want to be wary of, what you might want to make sure that you see when you're there. We also have Explore America's Wildlife, which is a beautiful book as well. So some fun things. Maybe you even want your kids to pick out one animal to learn about each day, and you want to ask them something about it, or let them share with the family. Maybe you have a little share time or lunch or dinner, and you get to do something like that. So it'd be a great way to, it's a good sneaky way with that encouragement of reading. So I like all those sneaky ways. Speaking of sneaky reading, cookbooks, they're amazing. Kids like to cook, and they can learn how to make real meals with our cookbook. This is Start to Cook. Teaches you a little bit about food as well as how to make it. And you'll notice that we have step-by-step illustrated instructions, lots of photos. We are actually learning how to roast a chicken, or this is fish sticks when we're making the fish sticks, or potatoes, or different sauces, desserts, all kinds of things in here, even some gluten-free options in here as well. I love that. Start to Cook is a great one for that purpose. And you get that sneaky reading in there because they're having to read those step-by-step illustrations, or they can do that with you. Another one is the Academy series. This is Vet Academy. We also have Entrepreneur. Let's see what else. entrepreneur, scientist, vet. Oh, that was one of our kids' favorite. One, oh, that is what I have right here. There are a few, I think we have 4 different ones right now. Little different activities to do to learn about having this job. This is great, in my opinion, for 8 and up through our younger middle school age, but I've even had like an 8th grader come and purchase this for me at a booth before. So lots of interesting information and different benchmarks across the way. If you've learned this, you're at this level, and then a graduation certificate at the end where they're ready to move on. And there's even a pop-out game or activity at the end as well. So I love these because they provide some entertainment, some action and activity and doing, and we have that sneaky reading element in there as well. Okay, speaking of reading, you guys, I don't know where your kids are, but I get lots of questions about reading. So I want to make sure I touch upon this. Let me show you some great resources for reading. First up, our phonics readers. These are great to read aloud to your older toddlers, your preschoolers, your young elementary age kiddos. They're silly, they're colorful, they're fun, but they're reinforcing phonetic patterns. They won't be their first readers. They are going to be something that you're going to read to them. Once they have reading established, they'll be able to read them, which is great. QR code on the back, they can scan and listen. That's a great rest time, cooling off activity to do. They're available as singles. You can get some bound volumes, which is a money saver to get several. The best is to get the library, my first phonics reading library. We have 20 books for the price of 10. Great deal right there. Make great birthday cards too. So this is a great deal and a great thing to give your kiddos. And then School of Monsters. These are individual books that have the different color for the last word of each sentence, side, hide. We're reinforcing the phonetic patterns. It's a great way for the emergent reader to become part of the reading as they fill in this last word. Even for memory or intuition, it's a great thing. There's some helps in the back, how to use the book, even an illustration lesson from the illustrator of the book. So love these. You can get them as singles. There is a super stack. Oh, if that one is available. Now you're all going to want it. I hope that it's back in, and it has 13 of the books in here in a box set. I would grab every one of these that you can get because your kids are going to love them. We've sold out before, hence the, oh no, I didn't check to make sure that that was available. Learning to read. Now those School Monsters, they'll save them because they'll learn to read, and you pull them back out. They're going to be able to read those on their own. This is my first reading library. This has 50 books for beginners. They increase in difficulty as you go across. I'm going to show you very quickly. We have this level here to start with. Tippett Sid. We also have additional text here that is optional. The first 10 has that. They can be dual readers where you can add that on and give them a little more of a story as they're learning to read. It gives them a break too, because learning to read is hard work. And then this is one at the end, and see how difficult they are. Now, these are great to practice reading, even if they're, toward the end or the middle. Start at the beginning. It builds their confidence. Use these for school. Use these for home, no matter what reading curriculum you're using. I love this. It's a great host pick as well. And then another great set of books is the beginners, and we have animals, we have science, and we have history box sets here. And these are wonderful. You can see how we have wonderful, beautiful illustrations, photographs. We have about a sentence separated here. This makes about a paragraph with our subtopic, which is great. Just enough info. These are great read alouds for our maybe some older preschoolers, kindergarten, first, second. Then they're going to become independent readers. They're even great for early middle school as kids are doing reports and they need a resource. Again, have them read one a day and just talk about the book. Like, it's a great way to keep their minds active and going. It doesn't have to be a big thing. We have tons of chapter books. Keep that in mind, whether we're talking about our extreme adventures. So these are fun books. My son loved all of these, or the Shine series, Girls at a Performing Arts Studio, Ella Diaries, lots of different ones. And I'm happy to send you some personal ideas for those. All right, another fun one, The Story of Inventions. This was one of my son's favorites. He would read this and say, Mom, did you know how the vacuum cleaner was invented? No, I didn't. He would tell me all about it. Love this book for curious kids who want to know lots of things. Oh goodness, I got 2 of these out because I wanted to make sure you guys knew about the job book. We're on the job plan, the exit plan here. Okay, I'm going to go faster here. Lots of story collections like animal stories for little children, forgotten fairy tales of kindness and courage. We have others as well, beautifully illustrated books with lots of stories. So you have a collection to work through together, which would be a great summertime activity. reading before, we also have sets and their clicks. So, for example, QR code on the for scanning a game or puzzle, something in the back, as well as telling you about the author. Like I said, we have the 3 different sets of the 3 levels, or the storybook library that gives you some from each of those 3 levels. So I love that. You can kind of see, I'll show you there. We have, let's see, Oliver Twist and Alice in Wonderland, Aladdin, Cinderella, The Emperor's New Clothes, Frankenstein, and Midsummer Night's Dream. So lots of different classics in there. Love this set. Thinks it's really neat. And it's heavy too. Got lots of books in there. So there was one of those. Okay, we're doing it. Keep going. It's getting hot in here. Never get bored. Never get bored outdoors. We have the regular never get bored, one about cutting and gluing, lots of different things to do. Some are going to be just thinking or drawing. Some are cutting or doing or being outside. Lots of different things, just different activities. So when the dreaded B word comes, you can say, hey, grab that book. Let's find an activity. Give them something to do off screens for a little while. Love having those options. Do any of you guys have kind of requirements? We do that. We're like, you have to do this, 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 and this before you can get screens and for this amount of time. So I love having resources to help with that. This is Nibbles, the book monster, who is so eager to read that he gets out of his cage and he nibbles into the story. So he's in here inside the soap and the socks and then the storybooks like Goldilocks and the 3 Bears and the other stories inside. Love Nibbles. He's super fun to read. Do you guys have any Shine a Light books? These are wonderful books that have hidden pictures. So when you shine a light under the page, you are able to see something hidden. And there is the space station and starting school, as well as the garden. This one is human body. Can you see the baby? It's hard in here because I have all my lights on for you. Do you see that though? You see the baby? Isn't that so sweet? This one's human body. It shows you the bones and things as well. What is cooler than a book and a flashlight? So many different themes. We have like 20 something or more of these books, just all kinds of different themes. And I love these for older preschool through our probably about like age 10. They're wonderful books for them. And like I said, human body, space station, garden, the seashore is a great one for summer, starting school, getting sick and feeling better, lots of different themes in those. Okay, I'm going to run through some activities really quickly and just kind of pop them up and show them to you, trying to watch our time for you. We have tons of cool STEM kits with Smart Lab toys. These are just some of our tiny kits, tiny baking, tiny circuits, tiny solar system. You can make real food. You can make a real model that lights up. The circuits, I mean, we're talking real electricity. The robots here actually walks and moves. Lots of fun, interactive learning. There are booklets inside to teach about the science, as well as having some fun and staying cool because it's HOT hot. Bug playground, because all the bugs are out and kids like bugs and they want to know about them. So they get to collect them, put them inside, watch them, observe them. And then there's some information inside as well to be able to learn. So love that. Puzzles, you guys are your kids' puzzlers. I have 2 puzzlers, 2 non-puzzlers, and we have great puzzles from 2-piece, 9-piece, 25, 30, 100, 200, 300-piece puzzles. And they stick together well. And they have books inside. All of our jigsaw puzzles have books inside. So keep that in mind. They're very sturdy here. All right. This is another cool one, Magical Adventures, and I don't have this one open, but it's so many different pieces. You can see all the characters. There are different scenes that you can set up in different ways, so lots of great pretending. I love this. It says ages 3 and up. There's a booklet inside that gives some prompts for imagining and creating stories in there as well. Another cool thing that we have that's new for us is Busy Town, and Busy Town is a set of puzzle pieces that are double-sided, and you can configure them. There are circles and rectangles, all kinds of ones, and make different patterns and shapes so that you can drive your cars around. You can do this add-on set as well. It has little cars and stop signs and things, but lots of fun. They're fun for a classroom or fun for home to be able to set up and put around and pretend and play. So lots of play coming there. This is My Town, our felt board set. You know what? It's right here. I took it out of the box. Let me show you what this is like. Lots of pieces here to spread out, different scenes, I should say, rather, back and front, double-sided here. And then we have different felt pieces of the people that we can put on and let them pretend. So there, I believe we have 30 different pieces, a 24-page book that comes inside as well. So lots of pretending. This is a good quiet activity for that quiet time, like I mentioned, keep coming back to that. It's also great to take to church or to an appointment, doctors, things like that, oil change when you have to wait. Okay, last but definitely not least, guess that job. Love this for our older preschoolers, early elementary age kiddos. It's like a guess who game. You can see that the board sits up, you have different characters, you're asking questions and figuring out which character, which job it is, and there's a job booklet inside. You guys, we've gotten through this in about 25 minutes. Oh my goodness. And I could show you more. So if you need to see more, let me know. Okay. Don't forget, text me. Do you want to go to Scotland, Australia, or a cruise to Bermuda, Australia, or Scotland? Text me. And also text me. I'm going to give a prize for the people who text me. Tell me, what is your favorite thing to do in summer? What's your personal favorite thing? Ordering 2 days from now is when we will close that up. Don't forget about free gift with purchase for every $50 that you order. The savings shelf, check that out. And I reimburse shipping for orders over $100. You guys, you're going to get through summer and it's going to be great. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in our text. Bye.